What's good, guys? It's your boy again. All right, I just quickly want to have a trade breakdown about my trade earlier today, a trade setup today, because it's been a while. I've seen setups to take throughout this week. It's only just been one setup I took on GJ on GBP and that trade I would drastically tell you that trade I could not hold it up to the TP level because GJ on itself is manipulative this period. Like the whole of this period is just crazy for the market. The market is manipulative. If you don't actually know what you are doing this period, market can mess up your mental health. I don't know if this is the trade. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is the trade setup. Oh, I'm not sure it's this one. I missed this one around last 2 weeks. Not this one. I think I downloaded that on my phone. I think it's my phone I use in downloading that. Well, let me head straight to the current one I had today, right? The current one I had today. So something happened, and it's kind of funny. And I'm just glad, like, based off what you are doing before, you really know how the markets could be so crazy and why patience. You should I understand that patience is one of the key factor in the forex market as a whole. Like you have to prioritize patience in every dimension about your trading career here. So there is this setup I got today on SAU USD today on good, right? So this setup right now, you could see I was anticipating to short in on this setup right here. I was anticipating to short. But see what happened right here. And it's crystal clear to me that this particular setup right now, if that the reason why, because how it sounds funny to me because I've already set a pending order on this trade right now, like, but based of the kind of candlestick and something flashed to my thought, and what I asked myself is, I just have to go down to the hour and 30 minutes to see how price is playing around there, right? And the kind of candlestick this price is pumping up with. This thing is not something I think that will just come start dropping down because if price actually want to have a good drop to the downside, yeah, it should has at least drop out with something like give me a candle like a shooting star candlestick. You get when it gives me a shooting star candlestick, I'll now wait for the second test for me to enter this shot, right? Or something happened. I just as price was doing this right now. As I've said, depending on that, all I still have to do is to delete it SR because as price has dropped, tested this level right now, this level and I expected to short and drop up to this most recent low. Only for price to come doing something like this again, it seems that like sellers are already getting tired. Buyers are about taking charge in the market because if that this is a valid buy, or sorry, if it's a valid sell, it would have done something, maybe just come here. Actually, it still came to this level I looked out for to kind of drop a little bit. All I have to say is let me be patient to with myself and not to be in a haste to taking anything like sniper entry. This like let me not rush in telling myself to take a sniper entry. Or I just have to be patient with myself to see how this market could be. Let me just see what this candle will close out with. If I'll just open the real time chart for you to have a review about it. I opened the real time chart because I deleted it. So see that level I looked out for. You could see. So you see that level I looked out for right here. I was waiting on shorting from this level. Remember, I didn't maximize I didn't take trade of this one. I was waiting for the second touch of this zone. And my SL was bit something like this, 100 and but I think 145 pips. Or some my SL was something bit like this, 100 and but something pips, right? And my TP was all at this most recent level. I wanted to hold till this most recent at least to this level. We went to the 2 hours. At least to this most recent level. This I was looking out for to taking my TP. off from there. This is like 1:9 reached to the reward setup. But as I was going down to the higher time frames and seeing something and seeing the kind of candlestick this price, what I asked myself is if this price is closed right now, or if this sell is to be valid for me to take this trade right now. Imagine I just left that pending order I set. Price won't even waste time. Like good. Good does not waste time. Like, and the SL is not too giving much breathing space or like other pairs, other currency pairs. See the kind of candle this thing just came and hit that and keep surging to the upside. Only that to come testing some of these counter trend lines in the market. The sell price is just so this thing tells us that patience now is the key here. Patience is the key. Knowing what you are doing right here is the most crucial thing because if I was in a haste to let me just rush and take this trade off from here because at some point, if I move over to the lower time frame, you could see the price at some point melted in a little bit as it came here. It tried coming to okay, it first came here and did something. Imagine melting in here and this particular candle right now. See this particular candle try melting in like this candle is invalid. And remember, candlesticks now to make sure your candlestick is valid, always prioritize the higher time frames. Always look out more on the higher time frames like 4 hour, 2 hour, and 1 hour. This is where you can see a candlestick and you know that okay, this candlestick is so very valued. That's where price hold more, right? That's where price hold more. Like so imagine me taking this all it will just do come hit me out and keep even getting to the upside. Only maybe just to come here now, maybe to drop back again. And that's the impatience here. Because I was not patient with myself to wait for less price close out. Because at that I remember that time it was still around 9 something. So some minutes let it be 10 a.m. in the morning. So what I just did was just close up, like I deleted the pending order and just see, let me see what this price will do. Only for me to come back to my chart and see that this price surged back up, right? Right now, we have to know that patience now is the most crucial thing right here, as maybe how price now is playing all around. Because it seems as if that high impact right now say hold more than some of our technicals. So whenever you are to analyze or do anything, look more of the fundamentals in the market. Another one is know if Trump is about tweets, you know the kind of tweets he's tweeting, you know the kind of pair you are trading. So you know how the price is affecting those pairs. I was actually trading US oil, but because of this manipulation about this crash news and tweets, all those kind of stuff, all I did was spend trading US oil because I don't want something that your trade could actually be going very well. Only one rubbish news might just come and mess everything up. I wouldn't want something like that. I just have to play safe with myself this time around. Just and like looking out to see what the market price is doing and whatever price gives us. That's what we are going to use taking our trade. We are going to be reacting based on what this price is giving us, not what we are actually thinking. As the bias has changed here, that it didn't get to how I looked out in the market. All I will do now is to switch my bias to see what else price is to be doing, right? Because right here now, if this price is to hold to short, it won't have just broken this level because already I've already seen that okay, price has already broken out this zone, so it's already invalid. It has already invalidated this level for me now. This level is no more valid for me to take in this short any longer. Like if I'm looking for that bias sell here, it's already invalidated for me because this particular candlestick has already engulfed out this level. You get so this level that I've been looking at to short is already invalid because this particular candlestick has already invalidated it. So all price we do is just come reverse back again to keep getting back to the upside. You could see how it did today. Like I was like so glad to myself, telling myself, nice, nice, nice. At least I did what I am to do. I didn't just try to mess around with myself because this thing now It's much better to play it safe with yourself than claiming you are James Bond here. If not, good will mess up your mental health. To mess it up. I just have to. I don't care if I take only one trade a week now. Say if I don't care. All I have to do is let it be quality trades I'm taking. More like it's not taking multiple trades or does not make you that trader. What makes you a real-time trader and a profitable trader is you taking trades that will worth your day, that particular day you're trading. That's just it, right? Because sometimes I've observed and noticed that price respect more of the higher time frames. There are much noise in the lower time frames, right? There are much noise in the lower time frames. Some of these candlesticks we see here, bullish tweezer, bearish tweezer, engulfing candlestick, hammer candlestick or hammer pin bar, as we know, shooting star, that's the opposite of the hammer pin bar. All these candlesticks, whenever you see it on the higher time frames, respect it more than the ones you see on the 30 or 15 minutes because candlestick play like have a very strong distance. Well, how will I put it? Candlestick respect more of the higher time frames. Is more stronger on the higher time frames than the lower time frames. Let me give you an example. Like let's say that this is a 4 hour time frame right now, right? As this is a 4 hour time frame. This particular candlestick, remember, this is a doji candle, right? This is a doji candle on a daily. And what does doji candlestick means? This particular candlestick right now is a doji. This one I'm pointing right now is a doji. What does doji candle simply means? Doji candlestick simply means that doji candle simply means an indecision in the market, right? Whenever you see a doji candlestick on on a high or low, just know that doji candle is indecision candle in the sense that it's either buyers are about taking charge or sellers are taking charge. Indecision is that the both party is like in a 50-50 quadrant. Like the both of them now, there is no exact thing that will happen. It's just an indecision. It's either price gets to the upside or it gets to the downside. It's either buyers are about to take charge in the market or sellers are about to take charge. And something is clear to us and it's clear to me right now that whenever, and if you look at what is it called again, our candlestick Bible, it gets to tell you that whenever you spot a doji candlestick on a support level, right? Just know that sellers are already getting tired in the market, right? Because this candle is something that happens like this. This is the kind of candle it comes out with. You see a long candlestick like this, right? A long candlestick, and only for you to come back again and see something like this. And inside that candlestick, you will now see a candle that closed out like this. You now see a candle that closed out like this. Like the both of them, like the body now stays in the middle. Why the wick? It has the wick and the top and the bottom. Like it's indecision. The buyers and sellers are beating, like they are telling themselves who is about taking charge in the market right now. Both of them are just in that quest to knowing who is about taking charge in the market. So whenever you spot a doji candlestick, this kind of candlestick, that's this type of thing right now. Whenever you see it in the market, just know that it's either buyers are about taking charge or sellers are taking charge. And now, how will you take a trade off it, or how will you decide that sellers or buyers are about taking charge? Right now, this is a daily time frame, right? I mark this out as my daily time frame. If I personally see this particular candlestick at this daily time frame right now, all I will do now, this is a daily time frame for me, right? And you could see it's a daily time frame. All I would show here, and over the 4 hours is already showing us that doji candlestick. And remember, whenever you spot a doji candle on the support level, know that price has high chances of getting to the upside because sellers are already getting tired. So buyers are about taking charge in the market, right? So what will I do right now to take trade off this level? I won't just come because I see a doji candlestick here. I'll just come in here and jump into taking my buys. No, I'll still go over to the lower. I'll still do my top down from the 2 hours to the 1 hour to see what that particular price is doing. Okay, right now I'll just come over on that 4 hours. What I'll do right now is to use this box to identify this particular candle in explaining this. to identify this particular candle, right? Remember, any one candle you see here represents 4 hours because this is a 4 hour time frame. So this particular candle right now, this particular candle now is at the 4 hour level. It took like 4 hours for this one candle to close. That's what it means here, right? So I'll go over to the 2 hours time frame to see. So over the 2 hours, you could see what price did here. And still that 2 hours is still showing us that kind of that steel doji candlestick. And you can see over here, this still doji candle. This is a doji candle. And then for price, see what price did here. Price, when it closed out, it printed out a hammer can. It printed out a bullish candlestick that didn't engulf it. It's still at the level of that. Only to bounce back. It reversed back again. The pullback still happened again to come and test this lower time frame. Sorry, this daily time frame. Only for the next candlestick to come and break it all off. So this particular candle that breaks it all off is not a a bullish engulfing. This is a bullish engulfing candlestick. So this particular candle has already tell us that okay, that price already taking charge, right? We've already see one confluence. Price is already on a bullish trend already, and we are trying to set opportunities to take in these buys, right? So as we've seen that doji candle has already tell us that sellers are already getting tired in the market, and this one now has pulled back here and retexting. For me, I would tell myself, like, for me personally, I trust my analysis and I believe that I'll wait for personally me now. I'll just hope go down to the lower time frame to wait for this pullback at this daily zone. My entry right now will be here at this daily level. And it will be more like a sniper entry for me at this zone because already I've seen something that has already given me that mind to take in the trade, right? I'll just my TB has to be the most current low or the most recent low at this level. That is this, or maybe the most recent zone that is this, because this is the most recent and it's still a very good risk to reward. 1:5 risk to reward, over 870 something pips. So it's a very good one. That price will just come and hit CPS up. I'll just apart from the market. Only with just this move you could see now. Hope you could just see it. And I'll still tell another place that I can still spot another opportunity if that I missed taking from here. That I missed taking trade off from here. The next place I'm still going to take this entry or taking these buys is this level. Because already you see that after this price has already engulfed out this level with this this bullish engulfing candlestick, all I will still be waiting right now is a pullback, like a pullback into this level, And remember, this is one candle that forms a retracement all over here, right? And if you check price now, I have to wait for price to rebounce back, like price to come texting back here, texting back this one candle that gives us a retracement. Like you get, I'll just wait for price to come back here to taking that sell, to maximizing that buy again. To maximizing that buy. Only personally, me, I would have just taken this trade off from here to be safer because the daily time frame has already given me that strong mind on taking this trade, right? The pullback alone has given me that mind in telling me that price is about doing something for me right now. I should just maximize that, right? This pullback has already given me that, right? And here is where I personally take that trade. But if I say, okay, I still want a good confirmation to take this trade. This is for 2 hours. I can't just come here and place this buy to. I'll still go down to the 1 hour to see what price is doing right there. To see and sense what price is doing right there. All right. You can see that zone I marked out on the 2 hours. I could see how strongly it holded here. Because here now, the most recent high on the 1 hour right now. This is the most recent high that price breaks out with a bullish engulfing candlestick, only for it now to test it and drop back down. Like if I'm waiting for price to get, like if it's pulling back, where is the most recent low at which price get test pullback to for me to take in my buys. So it gets to be here. So here now is the most recent low. Remember, I marked out this on the 2 hours. I marked out this level, this zone on the 2 hours, only to get into the 1 hour. And you're seeing how price just did like give us that reason to taking our buys off from there. How price holds strong over there. You see? So my buys right now has to take off from here. Like I have to now take off my buys from here. SL should be something meaningful. SL should be something meaningful. SL should be something reasonable, right? The most recent high my TP should be here at least, at most. This is the most recent high right here. You are not here to. This is the most recent high right here for me to run out from this trade at this zone, at this level. At this level now is the most recent level for me to run out. This is the most recent high to take my TP and go from this trade. And imagine this one is to 6 risk to reward. Imagine almost like 1.2k pips in the market. 1.2k pips. And you could see how price just tested it here. Only to come play around. No big drawdown here. No big drawdown. Just melted it a little bit. Broke off. And still reverse back again. Only this one to close out with the hammer pin back candlestick. This is a hammer candle right now. This particular one in black is a hammer candle. Let me show it with something very clearly. I'll leave this thing like this. I wanted to show something, but this is the hammer pin bar right now. This is the hammer candlestick. Only for this one now to close, and you could see a very strong push to the upside. That's how good if you are on a trade and price is going in your way on good, like you enjoy the movement. Like it's crazy how you enjoy that movement. Like just only for price to just boom, hit TP up, only to keep dropping back again right now. At least you've hit TP here already. And imagine us now saying, okay, let's take this trade off from here and respecting the most recent high on taking our TP. I've already maximized this, taking my buys off from here, and my most recent low, my TP at this most recent low, that's here. SL, something reasonable at least. Something reasonable, at least somewhere here at most. No much drawdown, and this is a very cool sniper entry. You could say, well, just imagine 1:5, 1:6. It's crazy now. It's crazy. So that's how it should be on gold. That's how it should be. So that's why, as I saw something here, I'm explaining this based off that candlestick I saw. That that doji candlestick I spotted out on this daily, and why I should take trade off from here, right? That's that's how me personally will spot this trade and take trade off from here, right? I'll stay over here. I will delete that. Show the reason that's how you have to respect candlesticks, and you see how price played out, hold strong over there on gold. See how strongly it's held over there. But if it was a lower time frame, me personally, I respect this candlestick right now on the higher time frames more. Because the ones on the lower time frames, there are much noise on the lower time frames, and anything can happen over there. Anything can happen, right? And that's more reason why I didn't get to say, okay, let me just place here. I have to respect and being patient with myself, not taking any silly decision this morning. That's just it for now. At this point right now, just the whole thing, because price is still giving us that series of lower, lower, and lower in the markets in these counter trends. So I'm waiting for a drop to the downside still. But this night already, this 8:24 p.m. So I can't take trade right now. It's not possible for me to take trade because price is the New York session is about closing. The New York session now will close by 10 p.m. today, right? To close by 10 p.m. And most times, some brokers pause at that time. It depends on the kind of broker you are trading with. Because the New York session, once it closes, market can be very, very crazy when before the Asian sections open. For the Asian section open. So that's it for now. But right now, my bias in the market, I'm still like reasoning or taking or waiting for price to do reasonable something for me to taking a short though. But if I see a reason to buy, my bias will change. But right now, I'm still on the whole observing and seeing how this price play out. I'm just observing and watching out how price will play out, right? It's over on GG. GG is just crazy this today. GG dropped down today. Like it's crazy how GG dropped. GG dropped so down today, man. GG dropped so down. GG dropped so down, man. And as smooth is about ending now. And I've been waiting for this drop for a very long time, but it has not been respecting it. Like I've been waiting for this drop off from this level, or from this monthly zone. The price still not to be respecting that. But today, because this is a strong monthly level as at 2007, like sorry, as at 2008. The price I'm looking at for that price is not just going to break off this monthly zone and just get into the upside. Price still have good potentials of dropping more. From next month, I'm anticipating that GJ should drop more. Like GJ, I'm anticipating that GJ should drop soon. I swear, GJ should drop. That's my outlook in the market right now. Though it's showing a very bullish trend in the market. But if I look back previously at which what price has did, man, I'm still looking for opportunity to sell from this point. Like that's respected somewhere here, this daily level to keep doing something right now, to keep mixing around and playing around, right? DJ is on an uptrend though. You should look closely from the weekly and daily as a day trader that we are. DJ is on an uptrend, a very strong one. But the previous zones I'm seeing on the monthly time frames is giving me that reason to short GG. But let's just see how it will go. Let's just see how it will go. Let's just see how it will go. Before a new month. Another thing that happens in a new month and why I won't trade tomorrow, or why I can't play straight today in the nights, and why I still can't play straight tomorrow is because of one thing. And that thing is about a new month. New month, there are liquidity gaps. That's why I said I didn't even get to take any trade today. Because as month is ending, price can be very crazy. As maybe price will open tomorrow now, you can see a big slippage that will happen. That always happen in a new week. There is chances that it would happen and still can maybe might not happen, but it depends. Anyways, we'll just react based on what the market is giving us anytime, right? Trade safely and stay safe out there, guys.